What it fucking does! Identify! Jake and Cody, the story unfolds. Cena stands, the Titans glare. Final Raw, his moment rare. The ropes scream, the match shakes. Legends rise and the past awakes. Last time is now, the banners burn. Glory fades, but we all return into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy, follow. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Streaming live, chaos reigns. Chances screams, adrenaline veins. The screen's alive, stories ignite. Heroes fall and villains fight. Raw emotion, the crowd is wild. Cena stands so undefiled. Through the ropes, a Titan's last bow. The end is near, the time is now. Into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy, forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy, forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Countdown begins, the ring is alive. Only the strongest survive. Legacies carve, the spotlight fades. Battles won, the prize is paid. The price is paid. Into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy, forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy, forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Do or die. What it fucking does! Identify! Into the ring, the crowd explodes. Jake and Cody, the story unfolds. Cena stands, the Titans glare. Final Raw, his moment rare. The ropes scream, the match shakes. Legends rise and the past awakes. Last time is now, the banners burn. Glory, pipe bomb, Uso stands tall. Who's gonna break? Who's gonna fall? The ropes scream, the match shakes. In this arena, no room for fakes. Drew's claymore, Cody's resolve. Conflicts deepen, mysteries to solve. Every move, every blow. Jake and Cody, they let it show. Into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake
It's your WWE Raw review live into somewhere. It is November 10th, 2025. Glad to have you all with us. Thank you for being here. Glad to be live. Hopefully everybody is doing well tonight. What a hot opening to Monday Night Raw. I am elated that John got the moment he did in Boston. Couldn't be just more ecstatic for the man. Grand Slam champ. The start of the year, the heel turn, all of it may not have gone the right way, but this certainly made up for it. And speaking of making up for it in my bedroom, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cody Onidi 316.
Give me a hell yeah. Somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now. Do or die. To somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide.
Yeah.
Last time is now.
Right. Sorry, I'm laughing at a message, but yes, no, I got some of your tweets here. We do have to include some of these. You're on to a point though, my good man. You think what now? I had friends from high school. I had friends longer and younger than that messaging me tonight. You know, like, are you watching this? This is great. I'm excited to see Dom and Cena wrestle. Like, I like Dom now. How could I like Dom? What is wrong with me? Oh, we'll get there. We're going to get there. We've got so much to go through at this point in time. We'll get to Cody's Clues and Cody's Corner. Don't you worry. But it says everyone is muted now. So we got to go ahead and figure out. Hopefully you're not muted anymore. I think Discord just doesn't like you.
Was I muted?
I think you were.
Can they hear me now? Can I get a thumbs up? Because I'm going to just repeat what the fuck I just said.
You said a lot, but I don't know why you're muted. I think Discord just fucking hates you.
So... can they hear me now?
I think they can hear you. I've been messing around with the audio, but we're good to go. It's been just as much fun as possible.
We had a love-hate relationship with the IWC lately. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna run it back like Jey Uso does.
That's why I'm laughing in the background, trying to get you to be heard, but apparently it just
John Cena,
hates
Dominic
us.
Mysterio. There was a little bit of mixed reactions, more vocal hatred for this decision from the Dominic Liv Morgan fan base.
Right.
And I understand your complaints. I do. That's why we're going to read some of your tweets and we're going to be as fair as possible. Your tweet and your Twitter handle will be public in this video because you did post it publicly. So there's nothing you can really do.
Right. It is public. We'll go ahead and we'll mention those tweets. So now
we're going to do the pros and cons and all that shit and all the whole shebang. Thank you.
It's funny.
I've got two sides now. Thanks a lot.
It's not my fault. You know, we've got some type of bug in the machine just haunting us today. It's been a day too, right? I'm telling you, right? We've gone through about 2 today already. We got a bunch of shorts out. So thank you to those of you going ahead and checking those out, giving those likes. I appreciate it. I've got the show in one side and you in the other. So I knew when I cannot hear you out of my left ear, things are fucked. Granted.
Let me talk.
So we're going to go over.
We got it working.
We're going to do pros and cons. We're going to go over.
We're going to get to all of it. We're here for the long haul.
We're doing it all.
We're going through all of it. But you know what we got? We got NXT tomorrow. We got a Halloween Havoc main event rematch. Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, last man standing for the NXT title. We've got the NXT Women's Champion, Tatum Paxley, appearing. The hell's she going to do? El Grande Americano taking on Jasper Troy for the Speed title. And then we have Skylar Ray and Fallon Henley in an opening round tournament match for the vacant Speed title on the women's side. And then Tavon Heights taking on Josh Briggs. So The winner of Henley versus Ray will face Zarya in a match for the vacant championship. And this is going to go ahead and give us the launch off to the 2 Gold Rush themed episodes, one live, one tape, both from New York, the theater at Madison Square Garden next Tuesday. They're going to be taping both episodes, so one will be live, one will be taped right after. So make sure you go ahead and tune in this Wednesday. So after Tuesday, tomorrow night with our NXT review, we'll be live with our reactions to AEW. No, not their promo video for Thanksgiving that they released. This one was funny. Gotta love Harley
I thought
Cameron.
Bryan Danielson was a vegan.
Right? I know, just chomping down on turkey.
And he was asking where the bird was.
But what do we have this week? It rivals War Games. It's blood and guts. It's more visceral.
Okay,
it's meaner.
we're
It's
gonna talk
nastier.
about War Games.
It's
I'm
like
gonna let this complaint out
War
first.
Games and blood and guts.
The women's War Games.
No, hold on
can
though.
talk War
Wait, we're not even there yet. We're still
You're
on the
talking
blood and
War
guts.
Games?
We're talking blood and guts this Wednesday into Somewhere Weekly.
That
We've
War
got
Games.
we've got blood and guts to go ahead and review, while we also give you a preview for Gold Rush and let you know what's going on with news for Survivor Series. So we got the men's and the women's blood and guts match. We got Hangman Page and Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere title match. Going to be a big night on Dynamite, blood and guts. Don't miss our review. And then, of course, I'll be with Spaz previewing Gold Rush and doing the state of wrestling. So it's going to be a big week for content. And then, of course, we've got the second half of Into Somewhere Rivals. We've already previewed and reviewed how we like our Raw roster. Rare, medium well. No, we like them heel or face, and who we prefer as what. Go ahead and check that out, as well as all of our
That's another
socials.
thing I need to get into with Cody's clues.
Yeah, in the
Hell of a
description
show.
box down
Stacked.
below. And then Friday, we got the SmackDown Last Time Is Now tournament, mystery opponent against LA Knight, Jade Cargill, and B-Fab.
Now we know it's not Gunther, at least.
I know, Jey Uso and The Miz. The only thing and the main takeaway from tonight is that Javon gonna die. But Friday
Oh, that's
night,
gonna be a hell of a match, though.
who's it going to be? Joe Hendry, Matt Cardona, Santos Escobar, the Gobbledygooker, Undertaker? I'm not sure, but this Wednesday into Somewhere Weekly
Got
we'll
to do like a
preview it.
Dolph
So
Ziggler, Matt Cardona, because I think a Joe Hendry will be disappointing the people.
I don't know.
I
He got a great reaction on WrestleMania, so I think he might get quite the stellar raucous ovation as well, but we'll see. A lot to get through tonight, though, my friend. I know we got a whole list, but John Cena, live from Boston, Massachusetts. We're, like I said before, WWE Raw, the TD Garden. Joe Tessitore opens the show. Obviously him and Wade Barrett on the comms, and we've got Triple H kicking things. He's kicking it off. Paul Levesque in the ring. And who needs Samantha Irvin anymore? We got Alicia Taylor. I forget that Samantha even exists at points because of how, just into her own Alicia has become. At first, I was like, she's a slight trying to be a bit of a Samantha clone, but now she's found her own cadence, her own confidence, and she's an excellent ring announcer. So Triple H basically welcomes everybody, and you could all have your opinion for the greatest of all time, and I can see all sides of it.
Triple H first.
Yes.
So people are saying Triple H is trying to make it all about himself again, that he's doing this and he's putting himself on posters. Vince McMahon would never put himself on a poster, even though I believe Vince McMahon was on the WrestleMania 2000 and
Vince McMahon gave himself
poster, something like that.
the ECW title in a do-rag.
Yes, he did.
I mean,
He did.
people
So,
really like to romanticize Vince. Like, I get that tickets were cheaper, but things were not
TKO is
better.
making him a babyface lately.
Things were not better. They are trying to erase the history and legacy that McMahon has. They want to get rid of all of his in-name PLEs, and
You gotta be. That's fucking.
John
retarded.
Cena's
I'm
on the
sorry
way
to
out.
say that, but that is.
I mean, to the company we used to love, they're just they're messing it up. So, is Triple H making it all about himself? There's an argument to be had there. There really is. I don't necessarily think so in this regard.
Because
You
Triple H
need
is
the
on the
head.
WrestleMania poster, but Vince was on multiple posters himself.
Vince was part of all marketing. He was doing interviews when other
He
talent
made himself
were.
a
He was
caricature, for
on,
God's sake.
yeah. He was on, interviews and all
He
sorts
had
of
matches.
media. Yes, Vince was very vain. Newsflash at 11. Tacos are also tasty. God, big shock there. I don't think at this point in time Triple H is really truly making it about himself. They need a person as the focal point. They've got really solid GMs at this point in time who are kind of respected to a point where they're not feared, but they're
I
revered.
know he can't wrestle though, but should Triple H be like some sort of authority figure?
No. I like that he's like in control, but not meddling in any of the storylines. He's
Well, like
too,
because
too
he's in charge
far.
too, because Triple H was the one that made the match with Dom and Cena, not
Yes,
Adam
but
Pearce.
Dom also was the one. I mean, Triple H can still call shots, but I don't want him meddling in storylines and being the authority role, or even as a good guy, Triple H making matches. I don't want to see that week to week. That's what we have the GMs for. Tonight was a speciality of sorts because
I get the story needs to call for it though, for there to be an
Triple H
heel authority
introduces
figure.
his greatest of all time, the GOAT himself, the single greatest asset the business has ever seen. Huge introduction. John Cena, dressed in green, comes in, and I'm telling you, oh, hold on. We had Cena vision at one point, but everything went ahead and crashed again, as you can tell. So I did a good job rebuilding the computer. It's now hold together. So I didn't have any of them there coolant putty, so I just used Play-Doh, and
I got an extra. I noticed I was in an ultrasound. Noticed I was missing a few body parts inside. Did you use some of that for?
yeah, don't worry.
Oh Jesus!
So I thought that the drive issue was the artificial heart problem, but come to find out, computers don't even have hearts. Like
they don't.
There was so
what
much
do
blood.
I have right now? I don't
know. Like it was a mess. I feel so bad about that homeless guy. Like really, whoops.
Did you call anyone?
He didn't.
I saw. So I thought
yes.
you said he was taking a nap.
That's what y'all say. No, he made John look great here. I'll give Triple H his flowers in this introduction. He really went ahead and he was stellar. Damn it. He gave John a raucous and hard to be rivaled introduction. Went all out here, and I loved the way Cena came out. The only thing I said that I wish he got later. So wish granted, he got pyro. I was like, oh, if he gets the title, they'll give him pyro. There we go. We got the Cena vision. That was supposed to go ahead and come up earlier. But granted, for our John Cena Ultimate themed episode, the greatest of all time comes out, and this crowd is so loud and so just enamored and elated to see their hero. Cena says, he spent some time looking at the stage and acknowledging Stu, and he runs in the ring and he runs the ropes and then shakes hands with Triple H and kind of just takes it in for a second. And he's like, who would I like to face? And that's when the crowd didn't even let him talk. They just started with the thank you, Cena chants, so deserved right away. I'm thrilled that we got that from them, and they made this whole night feel special. They made this feel unique, and I give them credit for that because it was just another Raw, but the way they handled it and the way they treated it, it did make it feel must see. And the opening was something we haven't gotten in a while. A non-vision starter. No Bunk, no Jay, no Yeet. No
A
vision.
different opening to Raw. Let me give that a compliment. I know I'm Mr.
Yes.
Negative, and no, this isn't Chody talking.
No.
I know. I
No.
put him somewhere because we can't say where. But yeah, Monday Night Raw. That's bonus points right there when you're not having the same fucking opening time after time after time after time again. This was a great opening to Monday Night Raw. I think everyone played their parts well.
Yeah.
I think Cena could have gone ruthless with him, mentioned stuff about Liv because I know him and Liv took a picture one day. Like your girl was chasing me first, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He could have gone deep on him. Oh, that's pause. But yeah, I like this, but I want to know: does this help the Intercontinental Championship?
I think so. I mean, Dom comes out there and people knew earlier today. If you were on Twitter, you saw it earlier announced, hey, they're
All
going to
the
have
dirt
this
sheets
match. Yeah, everybody pretty much let it be known. We heard that this was taken away from Survivor Series, got moved up to Raw, but I thought it was going to be Raw, maybe an MSG. I thought they might have a promo here and build to it, but glad we got the match. Glad everything worked out the way it did. Perfect sense. I'm glad that since they moved Saturday night's main event,
San Diego, would John Cena have been in enemy territory?
No, I still think with his retirement, they could have put him anywhere. Yeah, he could have been in the 7th layer of hell at this point in time. And I honestly believe that he probably, he'd be cheered. In fact, we could try and ask Satan again quick. I mean, I did sell my soul to come back here. Hold on. Let me, Satan! Would you cheer John Cena? I think he's busy.
Oh.
What are you going to do? Yeah. So Cena ate Dom up almost as bad as his crowd did. The shut the fuck up chants just bust out of these people like it's the Ghostbusters tackling Ghost. Who are you going to call? John Cena. I'm excited, We get it going. And we go ahead and we get Cena telling him, nice speech. You knew. Nice speech. But you fucked up. And the crowd ate him alive. And he said that it's not about me or Boston, but let the grown men handle their business and speak when spoken to, or I'll put you down, Dom says. Oh, God, he replies in such a vitriolic way. Smack the smile off his speech. So like Cena says, fine speech, but you forget where you are and who you're talking to. In any other city, you'd have a chance. But not on this night. Tonight, I am invincible. You told Dom that, hey, if you want to pick a time, what's better than now? And they end up making the fight. He said, turn around and walk your ass back through that curtain because I respect your dad, as you brought up. They didn't have Ray be the special guest ref, as you alluded to. I would have liked that. It would have been fun, but
I think if they're building to Ray and Dominic, though, I think at least in some capacity, Ray should have helped fuck over Dominic tonight, at least.
Yeah.
Especially if they're doing some sort of retirement match, because then it could have built to Dominic being pissed off, saying, all right, old man, you want to do that? Now you're going to put your career on the line, and you want this mega championship so bad. I'll put this on the line. So what do you say about that? And that could have built to that. And that would have been a nice send-off for Rey Mysterio if he's actually retiring soon in San Diego.
The only bigger send-off we got tonight was the black screen keeping us safe from Nia's cleavage. 2 shows in a row do we have some boobies hitting the floor. Or Charlotte with the multiple nipple slip wardrobe malfunctions last time. And then, I
remember Dominic on Impulsive said we wouldn't get, boom, titty on shows, but it looks like we are getting that.
Yeah, seems to be, and what are you going to do? It just seems to be. Nia, as soon as she ran out, I thought she initially was mocking Charlotte because she pulls up her top like this. And that's what Charlotte kept doing the other night when she had the issue on SmackDown with her Buzz Lightyear gear. But alas, she was not teasing her. She was having wardrobe issues, and they cut to the black screen. Couldn't keep those things hidden, certainly not. So Levesque makes the match. Let's get to work. They get a referee. They kick it off. I do wish they go ahead and save this for the main event because nothing was going to live up to this. Nothing was going to top this, and nothing was going to exceed this. Dom would get cheered everywhere else but in this instance. I can't think, even against Punk, I think he might get cheered. I can't think of another star that Dominic Mysterio could go up against at this point that he wouldn't get a more positive reaction then. And this shows the amount we are going to miss John Cena. We've got 3 dates left. 1 Raw, Survivor Series, Saturday night's main event in DC. What are we gonna do? You know, this is why we keep telling them, keep building for the future. We got Javon Evans gonna get murdered. He's gonna be DED dead by Gunther next week in the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament. But c'est la vie. They go ahead, ring the bell. Refs down there. I like that they started the introduction. I got the VPN going on in Raw. You know, it's in commercial. They just let it happen. So during the commercial break, forget the people watching in the United States. You guys don't need to see this. They do the introduction. They give Cena his Last Time Is Now. Full regale introduction in Boston. Crowd eats it up every step of the way. Such a reaction. And they boo the shit out of Dominic. They had a great match. It's not a 5-star Tokyo Dome brother match.
They had good chemistry though.
Exactly, but this was never gonna be Osprey and Omega that Spaz got to see. You know, Spaz in Toronto. He went ahead and he managed to see one of the best matches there, right? And at Forbidden Door, was that 2023? You know, this is not what we were getting in that regard at all whatsoever. But it was the 5-star sports entertainment match. That crowd could not have been more sports entertained than what they gave us. The entire...
Now I have a question.
Well, the story they told here was a 5-star match. Dom being involved in this elevates Dom. Whether he loses the belt or not, Dom just wrestled John Cena. 8-year-old Dom with his PSP just wrestled John fucking Cena for the IC title in Boston.
So,
yes.
Do you think, you know how you've criticized like Triple H just doing something for a moment rather than a long-term build? Do you think those are one of those tonight with Cena winning?
Yes and no. So this is something the fans have been requesting. And I think Triple H set out, once they realized we got to pull the ripcord right before SummerSlam, this is not working. The heel turn has failed. We are losing serious ground on the John Cena tour because the story we want to tell is just failing. It's not working. It's not grabbing the fans' attention. People they don't want to boo John. They want to cheer him in his last year. They want to celebrate his achievements.
Here's another reason I'll play both sides though.
Yeah.
Do you think like this is just a stat pad? Did John Cena really necessarily
he needed this. He earned this. I mean, think back to, is it a travesty that The Undertaker never won the IC title? The Undertaker, you know, with that undefeated, you know, streak, 21 wins at WrestleMania without losing in a row, and then faces Lesnar at 30. But all the things that dead man accomplished, he gave us so much. Never won the IC title. That belt eluded many people because it was gone for a long time too. You know, Cody got the white strap back. This felt perfect to me. Yeah, maybe it was a bit of a moment because it was in Boston, but it was the best of the situation. And it's more than just a moment because now, more than likely, I think, and it's not ideal, it's not what I would want, but I think it's going to be Gunther, and I think he's going to drop the title to Gunther.
No, no.
I don't want
See,
this
this is
to
where
be.
I'll have an issue with it.
I,
If this is what happens, then I will agree with everyone that criticized this because Dominic should be Intercontinental Champion over Gunther. And no, before you guys just say, oh my God, it's just because you love the Judgment Day and you're blinded by it and you have a love for them that no one can explain. No, Dominic was having a good run with the Intercontinental Championship, jackasses. So let me tell you this. Gunther just had a, almost 700-day reign with that Intercontinental Championship belt. So why the hell would it need to be back on Gunther? Gunther should not be Intercontinental Champion.
Right? You know? Yeah, he was a main event player from very early on.
Off.
And still, it's the point that, you've had people go ahead and have certain things elude them, and they had the chance to do it, so why not give it to him? And I think John deserved this. The reason I think it's Gunther is because he may not drop the title to Gunther. They could have a rematch. We've got 2 more appearances. We've got a tournament with brackets that we don't know the participants or the matches of. It's a difficult thing to really predict. Who do I think the surprise is going to be? On Friday, LA Knight. Originally, I thought it would have been Gunther. I'm glad they announced him and took that element away, so it's not a disappointment when he arrives and people are like, oh, that was your surprise? At least now he's coming back. He's going to murder Javon. This is what's happening. He doesn't go very bouncy, just chops hard. I think more than likely it's going to be...
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, it's going to be Joe Hendry. And LA Knight and Joe Hendry, I think, are going to have a great match. Yeah, the good Joe. And I want to go ahead and hope that it would be what people expect, but even still, I think they have people so worked up at this point thinking it's going to be an Edge or maybe even a Jericho or possibly even Matt Cardona. I don't disagree with those, but Jericho, we know it's not. His contract isn't ending in time soon.
Hey, maybe I'm the host of Joe Hendry's concerts.
You might be, because it's funny you bring this up, because today Joe Hendry put out one of my new favorites. And I mean, that's not hard for him to do. He manages just to be so goddamn entertaining. And I'll give a snippet of this, but you tried to get me to play this last time, and Viral Hog was just that, a hog, but we were able to get around it briefly here. So we'll, include this, masterpiece from Mr. Joe Hendry.
I have never been creamed on like this before.
Pie, pie, Chelsea got pie. Says she's never beaten cream, but that is a lie. And Ethan Page is with her most of the time, but Matt Cardona says that it's fine. Matt Cardona says that it's fine. Do you believe in Joe Hendry and the
This is why he's more than a meme. This is why this man is needing to be protected at all costs. And it's why we're also going eventually to get in the fact of War Games! We've got War Games for Survivor Series. Cody, I know you're unhappy about the women's War Games. The men's, do you think Cena's in it? Do you really? Honestly, bullet to the head scenario right now.
I think he is.
Come on, you really do.
Yes, I do.
For what we got, for who we have, that's the intention. I'm trying to drive you mad. I wanted to torture you like you torture me. If I have to hear your voice and everyone else does, then you should hear yourself, young man. Terrible. Terrible. Fair enough, though. I mean,
War games!
war games! It's war. You want war? Let's bring it. So,
Speaking about Cena, though,
yes.
can we run some of these tweets about his IC title one? I just want to
Yeah,
see.
well, basically, as I was saying, they had the big ref bump. Cena, puts Dom in the STF and he taps. Cena thinks he wins, but he doesn't realize the ref is taken out. And that evil, dastardly, Dom Guerrero, he goes ahead and grabs a chair, smacks the ground, and lies down at the bottom of the ring. Cena, plays along too, and eventually has one of the newest memeable moments with the wink that he did there. Great bit of comedy from Cena. And that's one of the things that I've always appreciated about Cena, that he could go ahead and always laugh at himself. He could be the butt of the joke. And sometimes that's what people hated. They wanted a serious wrestling product. They got Cena making faces and being a goof, Jim Carrey-esque. But he was willing to try. He was willing to try and be silly in a time where he knew he had to be PG. So, hey.
The whole crowd laughed.
I laughed. I thought it was great. And it's fun to see the Eddie chants all these years later that he's been gone. 20 years. And right? 20 or 21 or 19. What is it? I believe 20 years now. And he's still chanted in arenas all over every week at times. It's incredible. His legacy lives on. So Cena got what I wanted at the end, besides just the victory, besides the Grand Slam championship. He got fucking pyro, Cody. Oh my God. He got pyro.
You love to see it.
I love things that go boom. I really do. Love it. Celebrate our country by blowing up a part of it. This
I really need to get into this part, though. Like, I know I'm harping on it, but we got to see people's takes on it.
Yes.
And we can either agree or disagree.
Because I don't think one loss hurts Dom at all. I really don't here. And I want to go ahead and make that known from my, opinion right off the bat. I really feel like Dom has gone ahead and had a tremendous career so far. Never mind a tremendous year. So I'm happy that we've seen quite a bit from him so far. That's been damn good and impressive. We've gotten some really great matches. We've gotten a lot of fun, moments and scenarios. So I'm happy that we've got the Dom that we have now. I'm happy that he's as over as he is, and this elevates him. One loss does not hurt him whatsoever, especially working with Cena in Boston. Cena comes out of the ref bump, comes out of the Eddie spot, goes ahead and gets 619'd and basically says, that's not going to work for me, brother, as well. He pulled a Tegan Knox. He's like, listen, I got my own shit that I'm getting in here. Frog splash, forget that. Cena gets right up, rolls him over, puts him on his shoulders. AA, 1, 2, 3. Goddamn. He's still a champion. He's got the AAA title. That's one of the first things I said to you earlier. Let's go ahead and bring up some of these tweets now. I tried to just download them, but we'll just add the source. We'll do it this way. We'll do it the less professionally lazy way, the way I'm used to. This fat nose fucked had to open the show, make it about himself, and shade everyone after SmackDown. Shat 17 beds. LMFAO. I don't agree. I really feel like Triple H is a really good representation of WWE at this point in time. He's the figurehead, and I don't think he has final say. I really don't think that he gets the final say in any of the booking anymore. I think that all comes down to the ones above him in TKO. But
Yep.
Of all the things you could say he made about him, I feel like he made this about John. He was just there to introduce him. LOL from Ray, as we saw behind us before. Great response. His son learned a hell of a lesson. We see him and John in the back after the match, and John goes ahead and says to Ray, "Hey, I'm sorry, but your son hopefully learned a valuable lesson." And him and Ray share a moment, and so does John Cena and Cody Rhodes. So, yeah. Madison says he put over a trafficker, but couldn't put over the future of the company. I could give a fuck less. Who's this trafficker, and where did I? All right. Cena handpicked Dominic Mysterio for this moment. Dom elevated to the main event tonight. Cena didn't need to win the IC title, like you said. Like, he agreed as well that, hey, we trust Dom. WWE trusts Dom. TKO trusts Dom in this position. Not a 20-year vet, not a Randy Orton, not a Cody Rhodes, not a CM Punk, not a Seth Rollins even, but Dom. And that's huge. So Dom elevated to the main event tonight. He's absolutely worked hard. He has a connection with the audience like few have, and he has a story unlike anyone in professional wrestling. I agree. 204-day reign. Who's to say he doesn't get the belt back again? So
I think he will. I think maybe run it back at MSG next week or something. Dominic just wants his rematch.
Did you just say run it back?
Pipe bomb, who stands tall? Who's gonna break? Who's gonna fall?
Banana. So Mary Jane says, talk about putting over the future, but having the title for yourself. This company is a joke. I mean, no. This whoever gets the belt from John, even if he vacates it and they have a tournament, it's still going to be a big deal. But whoever gets this off of him to the moon, right? Even if it is a Gunther or somebody, again, better choices, but we'll get to it. Then, excuse me, we go ahead and have Will here. Mr. Mahoney, heel Will says, make no mistake, Dominic getting the nod to work Cena's final stand in Boston is a huge vote of confidence. King shit. I retweeted this before. I agree.
Yep.
I think you do as well.
I agree.
And then AEW selling the Rizzler t-shirt. So go ahead and pick that up at AEWshop.com. This hell of a main event. A 5-star opening because it was the ultimate sports entertainment moment. They gave us the best of just everything that we needed here, and I am thankful that they gave John the chance to go ahead and reclaim his rightful place at the top of WWE. He couldn't be the champ that Cody is, but
for people in the live stream comments, he's referring to those people that keep calling, them that.
Yes,
or all that. Referring to Brock Lesnar.
Yes, I know. I was being a dumbass. It was intentional. Yeah.
They were talking about Vince.
Yeah,
no, it's about
it's about Lesnar, but also that Cena put over Vince as well. So it's both. It's both. I mean, really, yeah. Lesnar got put over on him, but Cena put Vince. You know what I say to that? Honestly, War Games. That's right. I think
we don't know anything about anything YouTube, so
yeah, that's the only answer.
War Games!
That's right. War Games.
Why'd you shock me? What the fuck?
Listen, I said War Games. You got to be excited. All right. Survivor Series is in 2.5 weeks. They got to start booking people as friends, and heels have to work together. They have to push feuds into the next oblivion.
I mean, this is better than having heels and faces work together to be on the same team for Raw and SmackDown brand warfare.
Yes. I know, but yes, they're talking about Vince. I'm again being a bit of a jackass here, but granted. The more that Cena put him over, he said he still loves Vince. Can you blame him? He was with the guy forever. It's hard to see, even family members that do terrible things. It's hard to just let go. So love or hate the guy. Glad I don't have to deal with that one. Great opening. And I like that they really went ahead and gave us the cherry on top with everybody in the gorilla position going ahead and shaking hands and clapping for John. Just a really cool moment. Instead of doing it in this, on the stage or having anybody else be there, it's just about being, congratulatory in that regard. I mean, like I said, I wish they saved this for the main event because nothing was going to come close to the amount of magnetic energy that this possessed. They managed to have essentially a 50-minute opening of promos, packages, Cena, and the match. So
Yeah.
hype, hats off to them and hypes off for what they did. It was a 12-minute match, but never once did we get to any lulls. It was constantly in action. 2 long commercial breaks. Still got to see what's going on, but they did a Veterans Day package, and we got a off-kiltered USA chant. People were trying to get themselves in unison. It didn't really happen. Damian Priest comes out to fight Rusev, and you know how I felt about this one? Skip. These 2 matches tonight, so both the last time is now tournament matches, really both felt like foregone conclusions. Both felt very evidently obvious as to who was going to win. It's going to be Rusev. It's going to be Sheamus, so they could face each other again. And that is exactly what happened. My problem with this, so I understand Damian Priest has been, they said, look how many times Damian Priest blinked on the way to the ring. His eye was really bothering him. They wanted to put that over. He blinked so many times, Tessitore said, that he almost blinked his eyeball out. Aleister Black threw a fireball at him, and, hey, it scarred him since, pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. So Rusev ends up cheating by gouging him in the bad eye. And then he hits him with a Machka kick. But I have a question, Cody. Even if I didn't previously hit you in the eye with a fireball, if I poke you in the eye, I think it's still gonna f you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say so.
Yeah, still a cheating. So then him being, I guess, injured and playing up on that so many times throughout the match, and they telegraphed it so hard. This was not the upset they wanted it to be. They wanted it to look like, oh, God, Rusev, such a dastardly heel, when really it was an old school eye poke. How many eye rakes and pokes and he got him in the bad eye. Well, he took advantage of how many times.
In all honesty, how many times do you get that in a night in a match? Realistically, you get that a lot.
You don't even get disqualified. Usually you get warned for it. The referee will be like, if you do it again, they'll kind of give you, but they warn you for it. So how many times in a match someone hurts their knee and then they start targeting that knee or the arm? They go after that limb and specifically because so he didn't go ahead and whip out a fireball of his own. He gave him an eye rake and then he kicked him in the head. This was not a big upset. I know they tried to paint it as such, but
and Rusev is tough enough where he could definitely beat Damian anyway. So I don't think
this did not live up to what it could have. This was very mild and mid because they want to sell the danger capacity of Aleister Black and what he's capable of. The the fire paper that he's able to wield, things of that nature. He's very dangerous, like the dead man. This after such a amazingly magnetic and effervescent opening, like we had such a fucking just incredibly energetic and frenetic IC title defense and new champ and all the hype that goes with that. To get into this match already felt slow and plodding, and Rusev really, at times he maybe gets there later in the match, but it was slow. This hurt the show for certain, but again, didn't ruin anything, just brought the pace down drastically. They did make note, the attendance, 17,671 in the Garden for a sellout. They said it was like 16,224 tickets distributed, so more people there than tickets even sent out. Could have been a better match, but hey, could have been a lot worse. You know, they didn't overstay their welcome. 8 minutes in out. Rusev moves on to, I believe, face Sheamus, if that is indeed the bracket, but we haven't even seen the actual layout of the matches yet for the brackets.
Why aren't we getting a fucking bracket? They don't even know who they want.
They don't even know who's in the tournament. We don't know who LA Knight is facing. He could be taking on The Rock.
This is a dumb
People
way
been
of doing
saying
the
that.
tournament. We should at least see the bracket.
Gotta have surprises, right? That's the case. So AJ Styles.
So when are we gonna get a bracket in the second round?
Probably in the finale. I guarantee they'll show us a full bracket when everybody's already moved on and they have either the quarterfinal or no, the semifinals or the finals. Then they'll be like, see? But at least in the meantime, then if they want to change who faces who or move things, they can. They're not beholden to any bracket. So, AJ Lee
we'll
in the back.
More matches announced Friday, though.
Yes, we've got 2 more coming up. So, AJ Lee, the Dragons with Style in Spanish that I don't speak name. I hope that doesn't catch on. I know they could have many worse tag names, but why do they even need a tag name? Isn't that usually like, oh, the fans bestowed that upon us, or you know, I don't know. It's just was a silly way for them to push merchandise. That's how it felt.
You know what they need?
T-shirts.
To merge the fucking tag team divisions. That's all I know about this. Thank you. Next.
Would have rather have seen that tag match with the Judgment Day that they had last time. So then we got Becky Maxine making the match with Becky. I should say Pierce books the title match for MSG, wishes her good luck. Becky hits her in the face and grabs her by the chin and says, "You're not ready for the big time and you don't stand a chance." So
I think, speaking about AJ Lee, I think AJ Lee returns in this match coming up next week.
They mentioned her tonight in the next segment, so it certainly is a possibility. You know, when they do mention her, they tend to break glass in case of emergency. She wouldn't be a terrible addition by any means to the War Games match. They need another one on both sides. If it is 5-on-5,
by the way,
that would be a great addition to both.
You're going to hear a rant later. Stay tuned to that. And we also got Cody's Clues, and you're going to hear a rant about that too.
Yeah, so
you're going to get your Mr. Negative tonight.
Punk
just wait
comes out. He's in the middle of the ring, and he's there to fight. He's pissed off at a piece of garbage named Logan Paul, and he is angry. He'll fight him. He's not in his wrestling garb. He doesn't want to wrestle. He wants to fight. He'll fight him in the streets, wherever it is in Boston. He'll take him on. Logan comes out and says that he got flattened by Bronson Reed, and that hurt so much more than when he got punched by Floyd Mayweather. No shit. And he's like, the Vision dropped the dead weight that was Seth Rollins, and unless you give in, you're going to get cracked. I think he said the word cracked about 50 times.
Because they fumbled with that with Seth Rollins. The Vision tore Seth Rollins apart. Then the next week, they're like, he was injured with his match with Cody Rhodes.
Yes, he got hurt beforehand, and then we just sealed the deal.
Yeah, you should have just said we took him out. Yeah, whatever.
Would have made sense, but... So then he says, hey, I don't want to get cracked every week, and my eyes have been opened to a whole new vision. Cheesy. Paul Heyman comes out, cuts his usual rotten bastard promo, told Punk, you're the most unlikable individual ever, you're friendless, and of course you don't have friends. You need them right now for War Games. It's time for the War Games match, and you need to have friends. So where are your friends? War Games! You need friends, goddammit, for the War Games.
I do?
Yes, for the War Games.
War Games!
War Games!
Would you like to join?
No. I don't have that kind of time, you know. So
I don't need to open up the forbidden door, right? And go ask.
No.
Other.
No. You're all by yourself in the War Games match. I'm sorry. 5-on-1, but I believe in you. You got this. All the days you've been going to the gym. No,
you give me a hint. I could ask. No.
So when I agreed to the
You
War Games
believe-
match for you, I said that you could do it all by yourself, like you told me at the bar. Remember, you were like, I don't need you. I can host. I can take on everybody by myself.
Well, you said originally you said me and 4 other wrestling podcasters. So
Yeah. But then we pissed everybody off and they all quit. So told you should have picked up the tab. I didn't know my mother was that much of a drinker. This segment gets Jey Uso involved. Yay. Then we get Cody Rhodes coming out. Hey, all right. The crowd sings his theme, and that's always fun to see. They love them. Some Cody Rhodes Onidi being out there. Cody,
they were singing my theme
Onidi
song too.
Rhodes. They were Cody Onidi Rhodes. They were so happy to have you there.
I made the save. You're welcome.
Yeah, you did. You did indeed. And
After this segment,
why the fuck is Cody out
get
there?
into
Like,
Cody's-
I get it. He's had some issues with the vision at one point, kind of. Like, how does he connect to this? Help me out here. Where did I miss? What am I forgetting? What am I not considering?
Oh,
him and Logan Paul, even though he was taking on Drew, who's now suspended because he's filming a movie.
I think it's time for Cody's clues to figure this out.
Okay, I think we need to. I wish we had a button for the theme song.
Oh man. Let me hear it.
Hey there, friends, it's time to play. Cody and Jake are on their way. With a sniff and a whack,
ladies
we'll
and gentlemen.
find a clue. Let's solve
Welcome
the
back to
puzzle
another
we
edition of Cody's Clues.
Cody's Clues, Cody's
Let me hear
Clues.
this part first.
Grab your thinking cap and your dancing shoes with Jake the dog and a big hooray. We'll solve the mystery every day.
Yeah. So
No,
it's all about war games. That's what they want us to remember.
exactly. So
They want us to only care about,
Cody Rhodes is friends with Jey Uso and
you
CM
know.
Punk, and Cody Rhodes did technically have some confrontation with the Vision when he faced Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel. So
Thank you. See,
Seth
there
Rollins
was.
was betrayed, but that still means he was facing a Vision member at the time. So therefore, in a way, he is a baby face.
Yeah, because
teaming with other
Bronson
baby
Reed
faces.
and Braun Breaker didn't help Seth win, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they weren't a factor in the match, and that was kind of the point, that he could do it himself. So so I don't know. I don't think that's a clue. I don't think that. I
Let me
mean,
try this again.
let's no. That's
No?
that's no. I mean,
Come on, we gotta
I
make
thought
sense
you
of
were.
this somehow.
I know.
Heels, faces. Speaking about heels and faces,
Well,
and tweeners.
yeah, well, and careful. Those gimmicks, you don't want to get Stone Cold angry.
Well, I got some people angry again today.
Mm,
So,
mm.
therefore,
What are they angry
Uh,
about?
can you guess? If we can't get a clue, you have to guess this one. This might come as a shock. You guess the wrestler, buddy.
Hmm. Is it Liv?
Wow! Are
Wow,
you?
I
wow,
got it.
That's insane. So,
Good boy.
someone came raging at us because we made a heel and face thing, and you said, right, that you would prefer Liv as a baby face, right?
Yeah, I figure when
So
she
they came
returned.
in my DMs and said, why the fuck would she be babyface? It didn't work the last time she was a babyface, and it won't work now. You guys need to stop acting like you're Mr. Know-It-Alls and acting like you know the business, because she's clearly going to be a tweener, and that's what it's going to be. And you don't know anything, and you need to respect my opinion, even though I didn't knock off his opinion whatsoever. He came at me with a fire of rage.
With
But
a rage
here
so
we are.
intense, so intense that it could have burned 1,000 sons alive.
Scary. I was scared.
Yeah.
My life was in danger. Thank you, Tony Khan, for that. But here we are now. We were discussing like off air, like we proved a point here. Like who was Liv Morgan feuding with before she got injured? Kabuki Warriors.
Kabuki Warriors and Nikki Bella.
And she started having tensions with Finn and Raquel, right?
Yes, and then
Oh,
and then
what do all of them
Nikki.
have in
Wait,
common?
Nikki tonight. She clue. We got a clue.
We got a clue.
Nikki,
She did what?
She did what? She turned heel.
How about a little heel turn? Yeah.
There we go.
And what did the Kabuki Warriors do like a few weeks ago?
Turn heel?
Wow, wait, so and what are the
We're
judgment
2
day?
for 2. We're
You
2
know,
for 2.
the-
I think we're
And
I think
Finn,
we're on to
Raquel,
something.
Roxanne. What are all they? The people that she had tensions with. They're all say it, Jake. You got it.
Heels. Oh, right.
Wait. So all the people she and the report said she'll come back and face all of those people. So she's gonna be feuding with all heels when she comes back. So theoretically, when she gets a big babyface reaction when she returns, that will make her
a heel?
well, apparently so, but
No,
don't think with
a
their logic.
face.
You have to think with real
Hey.
logic. Yes.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah. Our sarcasm aside, no, because people were going nuts and they're like, oh, she's going to return tonight. She tweeted this out. She said that,
She did matches out for tonight, but I think
she straightened
I don't
her
even know
hair.
if that's her running her account though. Like, doesn't WWE have some people in their account and they'll just retweet like the match cards? Or no? I thought like WWE has people also running their account as well.
You would think.
Get their engagement numbers out. So this happens like a lot of wrestlers like will just randomly retweet these matches because WWE I think does have access to their like socials to do those sort of things. So I don't
Yeah.
even think it was actively her retweeting that stuff. I could be mistaken, but
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
yeah, and
It very well could
I don't
be.
think retweeting a match is anything for a return. And oh my god, I got lit up for it, Mr. Negative again.
Yeah. You know, you did say that she was going to come back as a face, and people just hated you for that opinion. You are not allowed to have that opinion. And
Well, isn't it obvious? Come on, so she's gonna be a heel, feuding with every other fucking heel.
seems to be. Yeah. I mean, just I don't know why it's such a big deal that she comes back as a face and why people
Because they said it
are.
didn't run, it didn't do good last time.
I'm not the only one to say this. I know, yeah, but blur the curtain, but they don't go by tweeners on the actual roster. They're listed as internally heels or faces. They don't have the true tweener label on anybody. Vince never used it. It's not an actual insider term. It's something that the fans bestowed upon wrestlers.
Right.
And hey, we know what happens.
She's gonna be
but
a tweener though, but she's gonna be feuding with all heels, which is just gonna make her a face.
yeah, and that's.
But I want to compare her original face run to now. I think she's evolved so much. I think they're two different people, honestly.
Absolutely.
she's
and
grown as a
that's
talent.
a lot of it. She's changed drastically. And I'm excited to see what happens when she returns. I feel
too.
like she's going to have a huge opportunity, as before she was already getting the Dom reaction, where as a heel she was getting cheered. I've heard, we've read, we've seen, hey, coming back
And when
through, it
she
looks like
turns
Rumble
face,
time.
Dominic's already if you want to say tweener, that's as tweener as you're gonna get, Dominic. And
Yeah.
when he's associated with Liv, he's gonna also go babyface.
I would say
By
the only one that
association.
you could call tweener and
Is Roman.
Roman Reigns, yeah, because he's booked as a face internally on the roster as a face, but still acts the same as a heel. So I mean,
when we said this though, Dominic and Liv were probably gonna keep their characters, but they're gonna treat the heels like shit. With
Yeah.
those characters.
yeah.
That's-
But I think it's more of they're gonna go and go on her new World
They're
Revenge
not gonna
tour.
be happy go lucky.
No, I would have liked to have
They're
seen
not
her in
gonna be
War
all-
Games. Had she been able to return, I'm sure she would be back by now. Liv misses and
And
loves this.
if she returns at Survivor Series, though, people are going to say we were right. But what did we say a few months ago on the podcast? She's either going to return two of places, two. What did we say?
Survivor Series or the Rumble. Now, the Rumble we're
So-
technically kind of wrong about because we heard that the way they're doing it in Riyadh, they can't have surprises in the actual Rumble, supposedly, allegedly.
So I think our new idea is
just
her to return during the
saying
European
legally.
tour.
Yeah,
So I
they
think
were
our new
going to
idea-
do like surprise returns and then be like, hey, you're back. Here we go, kind of thing. So,
So we came to the conclusion that she'll probably return in the European tour in January.
yeah.
Yeah, that's makes the most sense.
Good thing I downloaded that episode in full before it gets taken offline,
Oh, but-
right?
I know there's War Games, but there's still people needed to be added. But so what's the official match card for Survivor Series?
Um, um,
War Games!
War Games.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
what
There you
we're
go.
getting. War Games. That's our
There's going
match
to be a
card.
crash out in the main event, though.
Well, you know what bothers me
Can I
about
do-
this is that they really it's none of it calls for it. We've had a couple of main roster War Games where you could be like, all right, this works, with the bloodline stuff, and we've had a few semblances with the women, but really NXT, all right, they had the better War Games. Why? Because their roster at that time was dealing with a lot of factions and tag teams, and they combined them. Tonight, and we'll get into it with the main event, that's not what we got with the women. But the men, they threw Cody into there. You're thinking we get Cena. I'm not convinced Cena's in War Games. He could be. It is possible.
They had that like a face off with I think I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do the Liv Morgan fan thing about it. Like CM Punk was posting Cena all day. Then Cody Rhodes and Cena had a little interaction. So did him and Jay. So
Yeah.
and those three are on War Games. So I mean, but I think Cena in War Games is a big risk, though.
I do as well.
Could you
like,
imagine him getting hurt before his?
his
How
the
awful that would be.
penultimate match that he's in Survivor Series and he gets hurt at War Games? Like, that was my worry all the way back at the Chamber. Remember? I kept saying
him
that when they were back there in Toronto.
Yo, we clutched up in
Should have just had him win the Rumble,
Yeah.
make it safer.
Right. They could have had Jay win the Chamber, Cena win the Rumble, and John never goes heel. He beats Cody. Or what if he didn't beat Cody? Because then he wouldn't have gotten the Grand Slam moment tonight.
I
they
mean,
could
he
have
could
had
have
the
gone
17
heel,
at
but
the
it would have made
end.
more sense. Like because he got so desperate, like he didn't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
And like in the middle of the year, he could have turned like, I'm sick of this. I keep failing, and then I'm gonna do it by any means necessary.
Exactly.
And his
So-
last match should have been him winning 17. They did this ass backwards. I'll give it that. Sure, he won the Intercontinental Championship. This is great, but he should have won this title at the beginning of the year.
He should have. I mean, I don't think he should have. He could have won the IC title earlier on. And it's funny, the image that I shared
Well,
with you
shouldn't
and
he have
others.
accomplished that first before winning 17?
No, maybe. I mean, probably realistically, yeah, Grand Slam. And then this would be the bigger achievement at the very end. I feel like that probably is what should have happened. But as we know, that's not always the case.
Some people think Dominic is buried now, though.
And the funny thing with the photo with Dom and Cena from all those months ago is that the IC title is right there. It's right there. And we never knew it. Neither man was IC champ, but we were going ahead and we were seeing them shake hands backstage. We got this great moment, but look, there's the IC title in the bottom right. It was there all along. It was the friends we made along the way.
And who's to say maybe Dominic wants his rematch next week and Cena gives it to him, and
Right. I mean, you're not
Dom
you're
wins it
not
back.
wrong, right?
They should have had some backstage segment though with the Judgment Day and Dominic,
Yeah.
kind of like How's
Could
it
have been.
feel?
Yeah. You know, they could have done a lot. And I get what they went with now to salvage what they had given us. And we knew the heel turn failed. We needed this to work. Cena Vision. He's the Grand Slam champion, number 17, the real 17. I'm happy that John got this moment. I'm glad it worked out this way. He gave Cody the title back. And it's so funny because for most of the year, he was saying, I'm going to take this title and leave, and you're never going to see it again. When I win it, I'm walking out with it, and it's done. And then he's getting this belt, and he's like, you know, it's the I said that I would be, you know, like his emotions and motivations totally changed overnight. And now he's like, oh, I told you all that I would, you know, try to give back as much as I could. No, you literally said you were trying to take everything and ruin wrestling. You were saying that you wanted to destroy this, take the title home, be the last real champion, and ruin wrestling.
Are you sure he said that?
Yeah, I went back. I even checked the facts.
Don't
Outright
lie on
said he
him.
wanted to ruin wrestling. But then John said, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, guys. I was having
See?
a
You
bad
didn't mean
day for 6 months, or 8 months.
Did you forgive him?
Sure. It's Cena. I couldn't even see him. Never mind forgive him.
That's fair.
Yeah. You know, hey, goodbye, John. At least they're doing something, you know, that's pretty epic. I'm happy with that much. We get into the women's
Somewhere.
world champion, Stephanie Vacour, into Somewhere review. Nikki Bella on her side, out there to take on Raquel Rodriguez from the Judgment Day with Roxanne Perez. She gets her title match. I see. I said last week on the review, I said I didn't know if next week is for the title or not. And then when they did make it for, I was like, oh, so it is. Okay, it wasn't 100% clear. This was a run-of-the-mill women's match. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was mostly Raquel dominating and doing silly big women moves. You know, like she pounces on her
basically
back.
like that typical big star.
Yeah, she does
mantling
snake eyes and powers out of things. And basically we get, you know, the devil's kiss, and we get the corkscrew moonsault, the spiral tap, spinal tap, whatever the hell you want to call the multiple flippy dippy. She retains, and then afterwards, Roxanne attacks. And Nikki comes to the rescue, and she super kicks Roxanne out of the ring, and then they hug. Vacour, according to Nikki, and Bella hug. And then as she's playing to the crowd, she's waving, and Nikki hits her. And Nikki telegraphed it so far ahead. You knew it was happening by the way she was walking and looking. I
had a feeling this was happening regardless.
So Raquel facing the women's champ here didn't elevate her. Some people felt like, oh, she looked good in defeat. I don't feel that way. I feel like her being dominant in this match was boring. The way she was dominating was never interesting. It didn't make me want to see her continue to whip ass. It wanted to make me see the match wrap up. So, Nikki, how dare you, damn it. How dare you,
I had
Nikki
a
Bella.
feeling. I called this last week.
You said it was coming. And obviously we may see, even I've heard we might see these two play into the War Games side of things, but I don't think that's happening either. Right?
Okay, let me get this crash out now. Now I have to.
Well, now you have to, because we know with the main event how the women's team plays out. We saw Raquel, we saw Roxanne here. They are an established faction with the Judgment Day, not just a tag team, not just former women's tag champs, but they use Nia and Lash. Yes, I know they had the matches recently with Alexa and Charlotte, but that was also like we've had a feud for so long, we're giving it one more go thing.
Please tell me in what fucking planet it's a good idea for Lash Legend and Nia Jax to be in a fucking War Games match over Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. I don't know who fucking's decision that was, but are you fucking mental? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you to make a decision like that? Nia Jax isn't the best in-ring wrestler, and Lash the Legend is still green in the ring. We can
So
still
I don't
admit
hate that Lash is
There's
added.
nothing.
If they were doing
I
5-on-5,
hate it.
especially.
They don't make sense. They don't make sense. Nia
Well,
Jax and Lash Legend are a team for what? For
so
what?
them being a team
No,
doesn't do
Raquel
much for
Rodriguez
me.
and Roxanne are
And-
better off because they were actually in this picture with people, and now
Yeah.
Nia Jax and Lash Legend are randomly just in it, who both
It's
suck.
not
in the ring.
entirely
They're
random
green.
because of
They're
how
green
it
in the
all
ring. I don't
transpired
care.
on SmackDown. We saw, Lash basically
And add Nikki Bella to their
screw
team. Holy
Alexa
fuck,
and
that's gonna
Charlotte
be an
in
awful
the
War
singles
Games
match. Alexa got choked out by Lash, and then Charlotte lost to Nia. And then that led to them getting attacked by the Kabuki Warriors in the trainer's room. And then again tonight, they lose their titles because they get the attack from those two on the outside. They wanted to cost
No
them
way.
the tag titles. Like it's not
No
good.
way you can have Nia
but you
Jax
can't
and Lash
say-
Legend.
I'm not
It's
saying it's a
awful to
good
have Nia
decision,
Jax and Lash Legend in there over Raquel and Rox. They're
but
way better in the ring.
I don't think it makes sense to choose them. But it makes sense for what they did with their stupid story. They've had a 2-week resurgence of the feud with
But
Nia.
Raquel and Roxanne were facing
Feuding
these
with
teams.
them, I know, for weeks and weeks
Right.
on end, which is why it's baffling that they did a 2-week build of 2 singles matches with the women's tag champs for Nia to eventually have a friend out of nowhere that defends her, that helps her win, and now it's just because, hey, we need
Nia
bodies.
Jax can barely stay in her fucking tank top, and they're gonna put her in the fucking War Games match, huh?
Nia and Charlotte, the two of
And
them.
Lash Legend is in the green in the ring.
I don't know. We're gonna get that's gonna be the War Games match.
No,
I mean, come on.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'll fucking flip out about this all fucking night.
How
What
dare
the
you?
fuck is wrong with that? No, this is fucking stupidity at its finest, Jake.
So,
it's breathing in your face.
Here's the
Stupidity.
thing.
It's spelling it out for you.
It's
This
stupid.
makes no fucking sense.
Listen to
and
me
it
for
just-
1
you
second, though. I'm not saying
values
it
the
makes
match.
sense,
No,
but
it waters down the
it's
match big
2.5 weeks and it's gone. That's kind of the issue here. It is so inconsequential. War Games used to matter, especially for the WCW folk, and then in NXT again, it mattered because these stories would lead to the crescendo of, oh my God, you guys have faced each other in every match. We can't contain you. You have to kill each other. It's time for War Games.
But
and that's
not
what
only
made
do
that
Raquel
call out
and Rox-
iconic.
Not only are Raquel and Rox better in the ring, not only did they feud with these teams that they're going up against longer, not only I don't even know what else you want to say about this. There's no justification of Nia and
listen to
Lash
me.
Hold
Hold
They
on
were
a second.
feuding in
Before I
NXT
gotta
though.
mute you,
Nia and
listen to
Lash
me.
Legend.
You're not wrong. I didn't say you're wrong. But the point is now, War Games is inconsequential. We have a 2-week build to War Games, 2.5 week. It doesn't matter. That's the thing here. It's not going to hurt them that they're not involved.
It just makes the match worse.
But it does, yeah. Having Nia involved, we saw she can't even swing a chair right. Dear God, why they're including her is painful. No one likes Nia. No one wants to see Nia. Yes, she's had better
Lash
matches.
Legend
But
is still green in the ring though too herself.
Lash has something to prove. At least if they had the Judgment Days team and Lash in there, be like, all right, at least Lash is the X Factor. She's the new girl. You give her a chance to work with elevated talent on the main roster. That's a win. But now she's thrown in, like you said, it's less of a sink or swim, and it's more of you're there to increase the stock of Nia Jax, who people already don't give a shit about. So I feel like
Raquel
it
and
really
Rox should
diminishes
be in there over
Lash
Nia
Legend.
and Lash Legend.
Teaming Lash with Nia, even if she overworks and overexcels and out succeeds Nia and manages to come out of her shadow, it's a big shadow to escape. You get my point? I agree with
yeah,
you.
I get
It's
your
War Games sucks now, and that's kind of the thing. It's just gonna. I'm
Okay,
sure the
but if you're
matches will
booking
be
this-
fun.
Who are you booking? Nia and
I
Lash
wouldn't
or
have done-
Raquel and Rox?
I probably wouldn't have done it any of this way. So with me, I probably would do it. I don't know. I know I would have probably, like you said, AJ Lee and Becky seemed the way to go. Like that should have been, Becky building up a team, and then you have AJ do the same. I think that would have worked better. The main focus now is Rhea and Io come out to avenge the ass whooping that Alexa and Charlotte got because they got taken advantage of by a numbers game by the heels. So why weren't they out there sooner to help their friends? Why weren't they out there to protect said friends and help them before it became a clusterfuck and they lost their titles, right? If anything, they should have been out there to make sure nothing happened, knowing they just got attacked outside of the ring last time. So you have these
At
leaps in
least make the
logic
match
that
good,
just...
though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not
The match
only-
isn't good. I'm sure the War Games night itself, it'll be entertaining because they're going to do
Not
shit.
the women's
and
match, not the heel team. Do you see the heel team?
we'll see what the faces give us. I'm not saying it's going to be a 5-star classic, my friend, but I don't
And if
know
you
that
did
it'll be
put
a
Nikki in there,
1-star
then
either.
It's a horrible fucking.
I mean, you could have done Stephanie and Nikki added in with the Becky and AJ thing, and then Judgment Day fits in with Nikki, and you could you could have done things, but instead you had Nikki attack Judgment Day, then go heel. So it was like, no, I want the title, maybe, sure, but it still just feels.
And that could have made a sense for another reason why a certain returning individual would be pissed. Oh, now you're gonna team with her?
Yeah, my whole girl, no one gives a shit about, not even a nugget. That's a fact from my lawyer. My time traveling lawyer
not
agrees.
in
Do you
the
remember
ring.
the chair shot that she gave? I know what you're saying. You're not wrong. But the thing
I will
is, what I'm
scream this
saying
to
is
the
it's all about
rooftops.
the moments again. We're going to have War Games. It's just like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. See, this is what we thought we were getting away from with Triple H. So we get the really like kind-hearted opening with Triple H and the tribute to Cena and the Grand Slam moment. You know, the elevation of Dom basically into the main event. They trusted Dom to work with Cena and handle this. Everything we said to compliment that. And then we get 2 last time is now tournament matches that are very bland, slow, lackluster. The match that we had with Roxanne, or not, excuse me, with Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie was, as I said, was just very bland. Nakamura and Sheamus, dear God, that was slow. That felt like a 20-minute match that was a 10-minute affair. Honestly, it all came down to Sheamus getting a brogue kick into somewhere that
Before I
led to the pin.
Crash out.
Yes.
Back to Cena.
Yeah.
There's one more or 2, if you want to call it, because it's a reply and a tweet about Cena. If you want to pull it up here.
I don't, but I will. Okay. Let me go back to the Bat Vision, sir. Sorry, hold on. Jesus Christ, Cody. Excuse yourself. God. Inappropriate. They said, writer Maven, I ain't that mad at Cena winning. Now people can stop bitching about the Grand Slam. I'm pissed about that Finn and Dom have no stakes now. Sure they do. He still has the AAA title. Dom can say, how did you not come out and help me against Cena? Dom's been saying, none of you guys have helped me, and then El Grande didn't help him. So Dom has issues with everybody. This works. This indeed works. I don't see that Finn and Dom have no stakes. And I don't think they need a title to fight over necessarily.
I would have done something a little
but-
different here.
Granted, Dom could still get the title back. We don't know. Continue, sir.
How I would have built this, though, like I would have had John Cena and Dominic main event tonight over this tag team match. And I would have, throughout the night, Finn was going to surprise Dominic. Like, you know how you got me and JD putting a match for our tag team titles? Well, guess what, buddy?
Yeah.
You wanted to go out there and
This
play
is what I
stupid
say.
and talk to John Cena like that. So I talked to Adam Pearce, and I thought it was a great idea for you to face John Cena for your Intercontinental Championship in the main event.
Hmm.
That would have made a lot more sense.
I'm just going to again say, that's what I'm going to say.
Well, fuck your War Games. I sent you something from
LOL.
Dominic Mysterio's lawyer.
Yeah. So we saw that one. Then we said the fat-nosed fuck had to open the show to make it
That
about
was
himself. We saw that one earlier.
before.
Okay, so... Oh, here we go.
That one.
Not having Dom go to his hometown with both of his titles is actually stupid, but I digress. I don't think it's that f***ing stupid. Everyone wanted nostalgia, feels, and younger talent losing to the GOAT. That's more important than the future of the company. No, because it's not the future getting erased here. Just because he's going without both titles, he's still a champion. He just wrestled John Cena in one of the best openings of Raw, in one of the best Raw matches they've had like this in some time as far as like sports entertainment value goes. How can you be upset
Right.
with this?
I
I
agree.
fail to see.
I get what people are saying. Like, long term, Dominic would probably have benefited holding the title, but
He
again,
can get
who's
it
to say
back.
Yeah,
Just because you lose it doesn't
Dominic,
mean not everybody needs
they
1,000-day
could just hot
reigns to be
potato.
successful champions. He had
I
many
think they can hot
successful
potato
title
the title.
defenses. He's taken
Cena
on
has it
many
this week,
people.
and there's MSG next week, and Dominic's not gonna go down without a fight. He's gonna be like, you know what? You got a match last week. Give me my rematch. Simple. It's like as simple as you can do it if you want to run back John Cena and Dominic one more time.
It could happen. So, I mean, they could run it back. We've got 3 dates left, and the only one we know for sure is when they run it back.
Pipe bomb, Uso stands tall. Who's gonna break?
The only one we know for sure is that, hey, somebody's taking on John on the 13th of December. 13th of December, 2009, right? Sheamus wins the title from John Cena.
You might be
the
looking up
13th
something here.
of December, 2025. Sheamus becomes Grand Slam champion, finally gets the IC
and who has Sheamus
title.
been feuding with? If they want Dominic to have it back, who has Sheamus been feuding with? Who has he kind of been feuding with?
With Dom,
on Cody's clues. We got
we're
part two.
We're going part two right back here. I'm telling you,
music. I need to hear the music.
I gotta cue it back up. You gotta wait. But granted, I am happy that we were able to figure out the clues, my friend. We got it. We got it down. You know, we got to go ahead and celebrate.
With Jake the dog and a big hooray, we'll solve the mystery every day.
That's right. We figured it out. We indeed figured it out.
Yes.
We didn't figure it out either. We figured it out.
Sheamus beat John Cena for the
Sheamus.
Intercontinental Championship.
Sheamus has not had the IC title. He wants to go ahead and get that to become a Grand Slam champ himself. He's been trying for that title for years at Mania.
With Dominic.
He wins the tournament, defeats Rusev, wins this tournament to then go ahead and take on Cena for the title in Washington, D.C. on the day that he first won the WWE title from John in a tables match at TLC. Now he goes ahead and all these years later, 16 years later, he wins the IC title on the same night while retiring John Cena. Do people love it?
Yep.
Maybe not, but there is a fucking
Dominic
story
can
there.
win it back from the person he's feuding with in Sheamus.
Dom should be going for the world belt soon enough. I think he's bigger than the IC title. I don't think Dom even needs the IC title back after this. He just took on. He's the main champion of AAA. Him having the IC title was kind of a negative. If you really want my hard and fast of it, him being the IC champ was a great elevation for Mania and all that. But when he got the AAA title, that's that promotion's main championship. He is their champion, and then he's got the mid card belt in WWE on Raw. So you're like, I get what they're going for, but all right, AAA is not as big to but AAA is still very over. It's gets tons of ratings in Mexico. You get millions of viewers for Triple Mania and whatnot. So you block the bullshit, my friend. I mean, Sheamus is not a bad choice for the story. We've wanted to see him.
Punk has been
get
shitting
this.
on Dominic any chance he could get. So you can run a feud with Punk and Dominic.
Yeah. When you were
the world
straight
title,
edge
and I
Colt
think
guy.
that's better for Dominic than the IC title.
You know, we saw a few people. I like to go ahead and look back at all the shit that we've seen and all the possibilities from this year, all the feuds that Cena's gotten. What was your favorite in the heel run? Out of all those months, out of everything that we got,
match or moment?
Any of it. What did you enjoy the most from, besides the heel turn itself, obviously?
Okay.
Obviously.
Match? Randy Orton, Cena.
Okay.
Moment? He did his own pipe bomb.
I agree with the pipe bomb. That was fucking stellar. From memory, Cena knocked that out of the park.
Was there a better heel match?
Yeah, I say the match with him and Punk at Night of Champions was so much better. People hated Punk at one point in time this year because he apologized to the people of Riyadh, not, so much the government, but he wanted to make good with the people, and that made him a hypocrite. And
You think
c'est la vie. It might be a subdued Punk, but
Punk
he's grown up. He's
you
his
think Punk and Cena
morals
is
have
better than
changed.
Orton and Cena?
Yeah, I again hated R-Truth ending the Orton match and the way that we got the payoff for Saturday night's main event, and then R-Truth gets fired. He turns to Ron, killings, and then he's back to Ron Cena. So again, that was a big letdown too. I know they protected Orton there, but damn, that didn't need to happen, I know that much. It's just it's. I think the Punk one was probably the best.
Dominic blacked out his IG.
Did he?
Like it made an all black profile picture.
He's mourning.
Guess what that means?
He's mourning the loss of his IC title, and it means Liv's returning.
Yeah, that's what they made it into.
We figured that out too. Damn, we're good. We get back into Raw, and we get Adam Pearce in the back. He's playing bingo.
I can still hear myself.
Fuck.
Maybe that's
And
why I
he's
sound fucking
little retarded. I know. So Pearce playing bingo, and he goes B4, Javon Evans, I-17, Gunther. Then he goes 69, Solo Sikoa. And then his opponent,
69. Ooh.
just like LA Knight.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah, we don't know. We have no fucking clue who he's going to face
one of them
live.
is Joe Hendry, you think?
I think one of them is going to be Joe Hendry. I think if I, again, I don't want to shock you. I don't want to shock you over it. I don't want to electrocute you. I don't. But I think Joe Hendry, and I think the other surprise might be Matt Cardona. Sorry.
Why'd I get shocked there?
Because you also said Matt Cardona, and they're going to think I'm copying you. But it was my idea. Sorry, I didn't mean to shock you.
Who'd you go with? If it's Matt Cardona and Joe Hendry, wouldn't you rather have Joe Hendry face Solo? Because Joe Hendry's over, so is LA Knight. Do you want them both facing each other?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but at this point in time, it doesn't really matter heel or face. They've done heel and face, so it could be. But I was kind of surprised. Cardona, he's heel, but he's going to be cheered, and he's the one that I think is possible. Not just because he can woo, as you knew, woo. He's not in a contract anywhere, right? I mean, from the last I heard, he's about as free as Nixon Newell is on the weekends.
Even
now.
though WWE is going to sign him.
I don't think so. I think if they wanted to, they would have already, because he's made some waves in the sense of
he would have
like
had more of a
trying
chance to be signed again?
Yeah, he's made so many comments that he wanted to go back to WWE. He had to strip himself of Zack Ryder. He had to reinvent himself. The Deathmatch King, all of it. Love it. But
I'm not trying to make him a hero, but
his wife is
Vince
there,
was still in charge.
who was creamed.
Oh,
badly.
Pied?
Creamed.
Oh, okay.
Not cream pie, just creamed. She said she had never been creamed like that before, actually.
That's fair.
It was pretty pretty alarming.
If Vince was in charge, do you think Matt Cardona has a better chance of signing with WWE under Vince or this administration?
I mean, probably this administration now, because of if they
Vince
see.
Never liked him.
I don't think the Vince didn't like him, but Vince didn't see him.
He buffed
to
himself
that.
up. I think Vince would like him now.
Yeah, he didn't see him in that.
I have never been creamed on like this before.
Oh,
I just asked.
You know, I don't think Vince saw him in that way, because he never wanted him to get over. He got over on his own, and he's like, oh, people like this bullshit on the tube.
I'm surprised.
Fuck you, young man. I'm going to push you off the stage with Kane.
He had the look and charisma Vince would typically like in a guy.
you would think, but it was because he got himself over. Think about every time somebody gets themselves over. What are they? They're difficult. They're a B+ player. They're not able to grab the brass ring. Oh, the Cesaro section. People love Cesaro. You can't grab the brass ring. Everything we
I
know
remember
about
years ago
Bryan,
on the Stone Cold
Bray
podcast,
Wyatt.
right, with
Bray
Cesaro.
Wyatt was difficult to work with, then they rehire him. You know, like they do this shit. So
He was saying that stuff on. Remember, he did the Stone Cold podcast like 10 years ago, and he
Yeah.
was saying like Cesaro maybe isn't going over, doesn't have a charisma because he's Swiss.
And look at the
Remember
way
he
they
said that?
dangled the fucking WWE title match against Roman. Remember? Right after that Mania
Yeah.
match that he had with Seth, where he fucking UFO'd him around the ring on his shoulders. He's like, look at him, so strong. And he just fucking spun him around his head like Mr. Clean. I am so strong. I don't even
That's
need a
what
last
Vince told him,
name.
right? I'm
That's
just
how he
strong,
sounds.
right?
Like Rusev, but with less testosterone.
See, sometimes that actually works. I know this is an off-topic thing.
Hold on.
But sometimes
Mayor
with
Dickinson is in the
dropping names-
chat. Don't be fucking rude. Sorry, Mr. Mayor. He said, any
sorry.
updates of Kevin Owens? I saw him training again on video. Nothing official, but it is great that he is working out like this. So
Wait, he's training. That means
God knows if it's for an in-ring return or if he's just trying to be healthy and getting
Okay,
himself
but-
back in shape. But
think about it this way. I have to play it this way. So he's training, right?
yes.
So that must mean Liv Morgan's returning.
And he's going to be in War Games.
Wow. And the
No.
women's or men's?
The women's.
The women's. And
Yeah,
Liv will be in the men's?
Well, she's going to be the secret surprise entrant at the very end. So she's not going to be in the match, but she's going to cost every guy the match.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes
See,
sense.
she's actually going to show up completely. And then from there,
What?
yeah, when she enters the ring, they're going to be so distracted that they're just going to be overcome and pass right the fuck out.
Well, I mean, so kind of like that
you
picture
want it
she
to
sent
do
Dominic
well on
last year,
ESPN, right? You want this to take off on Netflix.
We're back in the Attitude Era?
Nope. Follow Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
Do I need to sing Espresso again?
No. You sang that for 5 hours before we got on air.
I know. Do you want me to sing Espresso again?
No, please. I'm begging you not.
Are you sure?
Oh, Jesus.
Are you? Because you know how we
I'm
feel about
positive.
Miss Carpenter here. Best artist in the world.
Wait, are you hinting at something? I'm sure at some point in
I'm
Liv's
hinting at
life
Liv
she's
coming
returned
back.
before.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's probably sang before in her life, and you just sang right now.
And I'm saying she's going to come back in the Rumble.
Wow, where she's supposed to.
Yeah.
Because all you have to do, she said to watch her, right?
Watch her.
She said, watch me.
Watch me. See? So when she's completely, she's going to go ahead and be like, watch me.
Wow.
The guys pass out. And
Oh,
then they
Jesus.
cut the feed. It's on ESPN. Just like Miss Kitty. They're like, what happened? Oh, my God,
Yeah,
Liv.
they'll
And-
have to ring the bell singing this is a PG show.
yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
has
we
been
can't have this.
disqualified.
Yeah, exactly. They got to shut it
Like
down.
what John Cena did to Punk and Wade.
What they should have
for
done
their,
when Owen
profanity.
Hart passed, they should have just shut that shit down. You know, can't keep going on when there's that much all over the mat.
That is true. What? You said,
Have you ever tried to wrestle in?
no, I have not.
Well, speaking
Well,
from
once
knowledge,
on
for
your
one of
bed.
us, it's fucking messy. Like you try and trudge through, you can't wade through it like water. Like you gotta if you're not wearing fins. You're not getting the viscosity is all wrong. You don't glide. You just kind of.
Wait,
It's like that oobleck
So I
shit. You know, once you
wrestled you
move, you
in
just
my dream.
quicksand.
that wasn't a dream where I wrestled you? I thought that was a.
No, just the Diddy
You're-
drugs wore off a little soon. You lost weight.
Okay.
And I thought you might have needed a little bit less of the sleeping stuff, but yeah, granted. We enjoyed SmackDown, right? We had fun.
We did enjoy
And
SmackDown, yeah.
I know. We won all that money on the casino. We bought all those, you know.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that on air because.
Hold on, dump button.
But we all return into somewhere Jake and Cody.
Glad we spent money on that dump button that erases the last 10 seconds of the live. I mean, could you imagine if it's just Roman Reigns? That's the big secret. Or if it's
Roman Reigns is the so Roman Reigns makes his what?
Or The Rock.
What return? Like
his 19th return this year.
Oh, great.
OTC
Fucking great.
1 lands. I tried asking Satan what he would do, and apparently I'm still on hold with the portal to hell. We'll check in later and see what he has to say.
So Rey Mysterio had a Q&A tonight. Like, so he just, if you want to pull up the tweet, like, he always gave like 3-letter answers all the time. I asked what he thought about the Dominic, ice joke we made, and Dominic's gonna get sent back to.
Yeah.
Are you gonna save him? And what did Ray say? Can you pull that up?
Let's see here. I'm trying to. Let me go ahead. Oh no, that's Tony picking his next belt. Hold on. I gotta find it. I think it's just Ray said, "LOL."
Oh. You asked him something too. What did you ask him?
I asked him what he thought of the new national title in AEW.
Oh, okay. Well, what did he say?
He didn't answer.
You sure?
Yeah. He didn't answer.
Is he okay?
I don't know, but I do.
You
love
showed
it.
him the national title, then he stopped responding.
I do love this though. I got to show you. This is how they're unveiling their next new belt. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Easy, get it, come on! Yes! Yes! Brand new AEW Championship straight out of a claw machine. How about that? Let's go.
I love that the claw doesn't grab it. He just reaches through the glass. Fucking AI. Oh, War Games. What did we have left? We have the main event, my friend. I mean, Nakamura, forgettable with Sheamus.
We had the main event.
Gunther, he retired Goldberg. Is he going to do the same to Cena? We heard about this back at Mania time. Right after Mania, we heard that, John Cena's last match is going to be Gunther, and at some point he'll take the IC title from Dom. And we were like, no, that's crazy. And then it happened. So, I mean, how many months ago did we have people outright confirming that his last opponent would be Gunther? Hopefully, if that's the case, he drops the title to somebody before Gunther. Gunther could say that he was the greatest IC champ of all time and longest reigning and all these things. So it's not a step backward for him to get the belt, but it's not the most interesting of angles either. Just like the Kabuki Warriors.
With the main event? Yeah.
We're kind of. I mean, this was what it was. Kyrie is sloppy. Asuka does most of the work. This was a 10-minute standard affair. Besides the opening, the other 4 matches on this show felt like dark show, main event. You know what I mean? Not Saturday night's main event, like Velocity main event levels.
The wrestling besides the opening wasn't the greatest tonight.
It wasn't horrible, but it's not anything to write home on. And especially on the nights where they're trying to...
This is why it's going to be a weird rating.
Yeah, they're hammering home the Cena stuff. Like, the Cena main event ending the night would have left us on such a higher note than Rhea coming out with her face mask, Nia flashing the audience repeatedly.
There's a story to it, though. That's why I said, like, Dominic could have still done that with Cena in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they didn't make the match official yet. Then Finn was like, oh, you wanted to run your mouth to Cena. You know how you got me put in a title match? I did the same thing to you.
Even if they made it out there still, and they just said it's in the main event, they don't even if they didn't do the backstage thing, which I like that involving
I think Finn would have made more.
But
getting Dom in that match, I would have liked better if Finn got convinced Adam Pearce to make Dominic work double duty at Survivor Series.
I don't hate Obafemi being in the tournament, but now if he's not in it to win it, then I don't want him in it. He's one of those ones that they're going to have to do a lot to protect because he's a very big man but moves like a tiny guy, and he's going to be a very special talent on this main roster if they handle him the right way. He will be the dominator and destroy everyone. Unfortunately, we've gotten some really stellar tag team title defenses from the No Friends. The Alexa and Asuka pairing has been enjoyable. It's been fun. it salvaged Charlotte's face turn and turned her into a crowd favorite. I like them going
Back to the
from
main
show
event.
to show to show to show, defending these titles, putting on clinics of matches, and making it exciting. I worry that the War Games match is going to be a real hindrance, not just a story, but like development past that. I feel like
Story already made no sense when you put Lash and Nia in the match over Raquel and Roxanne. And you want to know what else it did? It fucking made the match way more watered down, and it means it's going to fucking suck because you had way too better pro wrestlers in Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
so.
But no, you go with the green in the ring options instead.
I don't think it's going to suck. I don't think it's going to be horrible, but I
Lash
don't
Legend isn't that good.
think it's going to be great.
Nia
either.
sucks.
I'm genuinely worried it's not going to be up to the men's, and that's usually the issue with the women's. EO's
Roxanne's
had
younger.
some
She
big
could have done the
spots.
crazy spots. Roxanne could have done the crazy spots. Then you have your big woman in Raquel.
I mean,
I don't
you're
understand
saying
why
Lash
you
is
would have-
green, but have you seen much of her work? She's gotten better in
Yes,
recent times,
she's
being
green in the ring.
involved. I don't feel like she is as much lately. I feel like she's excelled quite decently in the last few months, especially with the evolved matches that she's had with younger talent, working with them. And then her leaving, with TNA and stuff and moving up to the main roster now. I say give her a chance. Let's see what she's got before we completely poo-poo all over it. Obviously, they had
I'm
better story
poo-pooing
choices,
until
but
you can make more fucking sense on why they're in it. And this has nothing to do with
they
the
just
Judgment
said
Day.
that her and
Has nothing
Nia
to
are
do with the Judgment
friends.
Day.
No, they're friends. Her and Nia apparently are friends, and she
Oh.
showed up to help Nia. So Nia
what
suddenly
happened?
has someone to wax her hole.
Oh.
When all the bush just
Wow.
far exceeds the panty line, there's Lash to just wax it all down. What a friend. Old buzzsaw Lash. Chopping down bushes since 88. What a gal.
Yeah.
EO comes out to, I guess, save Asuka and Charlotte after they've already been attacked by 4 women repeatedly for minutes on end. And then after EO starts to eat some shit, that's when we see
Jesus.
Rhea Ripley come out, and she, with the face mask, is over as all fuck. And I thought it was Mommy's tatas causing the black screen, but no, it indeed was Nia. She went ahead and running in with breastises that large and not using the bra option and that type of top. That's got danger written all over it. I would start looking at my female talent, and maybe they have to bring Stephanie in for this one. But if I was Triple H, I'd be like, ladies, here's the deal. You're going to stand in front of me, you're going to lean over, and then you're going to do 5 jumping jacks. And if I don't see any nips, you could go out there and wrestle. If I get any little peaks and we're going to get shut down off of Netflix, we're not letting you go out there. We're going to make you wear a goddamn like something's got to happen here, because
What?
as much as the side of me being the guy being like, hey, boobs, we all love boobs. Boobs are great. I mean, who doesn't agree?
Yeah, man.
Love boobs, but those boobs, I mean, you can't be picky. Some guys are drowning in it.
You can't.
Some guys are starving, so
Sure.
you should see some of the OnlyFans models that slipped into my DMs. My wife was not impressed. No, my sexy scarecrow. Rhea, obviously hitting the razor's edge onto Kyrie, throwing her on the floor, saying, hurt this, bitch. And at the top of her lungs, she screamed to the heavens as she grabbed the microphone. War Games! And that's what we got from her. So cheers to boobs. We got War Games from the ladies. I mean, we heard her. We heard her yell it out right away. She had to get, as fucking revved up as possible. We knew. So now, are they going to add anybody else? We keep seeing the build has been so much better than the men, and every girl has a feud, which makes sense for them to be part of it. This will be AJ Lee and Lash Legends' War Game debut. How the fuck do you know we're getting AJ Lee or Becky into this women's titles? Thought it said women's titties, but it's women's titles. Sorry, Tiff. Didn't mean to fuck that one up. Being legitimate, like I don't have my glasses on. What would you have thought this said, sir? See, she has her own little graphic here that says Women's War Games is official. The build has been so much better, as I just read, right? But right here, at Women's Titles. I almost fucked it up again.
Well,
And I knew
Jesus.
it. But look, how the fuck did we get AJ and Becky in this shit? We got Kabuki, we got Lash and Dookie, we got the former women's tag champs, but she's still got the belts on them. Rhea doesn't have her face gear, so you know no head is given. And EO is not delivering. So what the fuck is going on? Where is the honor? Cody, help me out here. The women.
I'm still pissed.
I know you're just angry. I'm fucking in and over here. Oh,
I don't know what to say about this, man.
Look at this. How did you
I
get
really
these two
don't
in
like
here?
I don't get it.
I
How did
just
you
don't
get
get
Lash
it.
and Nia in there?
I don't know.
Well, I'll harp on that all day.
God damn it. War Games.
Why'd you find me? Did
You
I
didn't-
say?
You didn't yell War Games loud enough. I should have
War
shocked.
Games! Is that
Should
good?
have shocked you too, but
You shot? I just yelled it.
I know. But I said I should have shocked you. I was busy shocking my wife. She moved, but next one's for you, bud. Should have yelled it with more passion.
Do you want to do this tonight or Wednesday or week?
We gotta get our recap in for the NFL. You and I had our predictions, so we will get into that at the end. Don't you worry. I don't know what to rate this, honestly. Do I give it a legitimate rating or what? I mean, I feel like if I had to give
The only
it
thing we got,
anything-
we got the big moment in the beginning, and then it just fell off the rails.
yeah. And that was so good. That's 10 out of 10 material for the year that we've had
So,
with Cena.
10 out of 10 for one thing, and the rest of the show was
Like a 4 out of 10. So
So-
4 4s. It was at 4, 8, 12, 16. So we're at a 26 out of 50 realistically. Yes, that's failing. I would give that out of 10. War Games. Yes, indeed.
I would give it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
I don't
Besides
know.
the amazing
Just
opening.
the moment, I don't know if I can make it
Ooh.
higher. Like, that's what makes it a 5 out of 10. If that opening didn't happen, if Cena wasn't on the show, then this show.
What up, you disembodied arm? You're just floating right here. Just see an arm floating. Not the green screen. Yeah. Look at that.
Can we give?
I
The
think
show,
a 5 is. I think a 5 is fair. I think a 5
And we
is
should be
accurate.
celebrating this they gave us the bare minimum, and we're happy about that. We should expect the bare minimum from this fucking company.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume so, but I don't know. I mean, you gotta remember that at least we got.
You know how like WWE kind of like scripts their start. It's crazy to see like how natural Cena is on the mic, because he can just say whatever he wants out there, and
Yeah,
how other wrestlers just sound robotic because they're heavily scripted.
yeah, and we know, and we've seen that a few times. We got people that feel natural, that could be in the know here. So we want to get
That's
some
who you
things
know
off
who
the
is
ground.
scripted and who's not in promos.
Yeah. So week 10, you and I here, we made some predictions. We did. Week 9, I went 8-6. You went 10-4. You
Yes,
went 10
indeed.
and 4 this week? Look at that. That's my kid matching with Cody. I
Oh yeah.
6 and 7 for him. Well, we got to see how we did this week. We had just a few differences, right? Yeah, we had
Yeah.
Panthers, Bears, and Rams game were differences. Hold on, we got to get into these are last week's results. So he's gonna ramp it off for me. So we started off with the Broncos. We both said the Broncos,
Broncos did win.
and they did win. Look at that. Week 10, off to a streaking start for us too. Let's pull up our last prediction. It's been the day of days, folks, but thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, I would give Raw 5 out of 10. That feels right. gotta just go ahead and clip that indeed for you, because we've got our one and only
War games!
War Games. All right, then we both picked the Colts,
Yep, and Colts did win.
and they did win. And then we had the Browns versus the Jets. We picked the Browns.
Jets won.
Go figure, huh? I mean, that's painful. I picked the Saints. You picked the Panthers. I did.
Saints won.
Saints won. I got that one, so I'll take it. Then we both picked the Pats.
Patriots did win.
They did. The Ravens we picked as well.
Ravens won.
The Bills.
I don't know how this happened, but the Dolphins won.
I know. What the Dolphins need not have that happen there. I picked the Giants. You picked the Bears. So now
Bears won.
Giants looked like they had something, but they ended up losing. So
They
I
blew it
gotta
at
give
the
him-
end.
We both picked the Jags instead of the Texans, and
Fuck you, Tony Khan. I'll never fucking pick your team again.
ever.
Yeah.
Seahawks. Seahawks did win.
Seahawks did win.
The Lions.
Lions won.
You
Let's
and
not
I
talk about
both
that, though.
double there. And then we had the 49ers and the Rams. I picked the Niners. You picked the Rams.
Rams won.
So you're 2 to my 1 on that one. And then we got Steelers.
Did we both pick the Steelers?
We did.
Chargers won.
Yeah. And then the Eagles.
Eagles won.
Eagle! That's right. Little Scrubs reference there. So what'd we do? 1, 2, 3, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for me. All right. So I'm 8 again. And that leaves you with 9, sir.
Wow. I went down
Mhm.
one.
Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's what I thought. Just making sure. I can't count. Cody, 9 and 5. Beating me by 1. I'm 8 and 6. Wednesday into Somewhere Weekly, we make our picks for the next week. But I think we got a big week this week. Do you want to do the predictions now for week 11 while we're here?
Yeah, because we have a lot to talk about.
We do. Wednesday, we have the incredibly busy night because we have not War Games, but Blood and
Blood and
Guts.
Guts. We'll probably
right.
touch on more Cena news. What the future for Dominic. We
Week-
got what else we got?
We got a lot. We got a ton.
Yeah, we
We've
got a
got more about Survivor
We'll
Series,
probably have to review
War
NXT.
Games. Yes.
Are we doing a
we
review
have an
tomorrow, or we're
NXT
gonna
review
touch that one?
tomorrow. So we will be live tomorrow with the NXT review. We'll have our quick review of everything that happens with the Halloween Havoc rematch between Trick and Ricky, Last Man Standing, as well as the Speed finals to see who goes ahead and wins in the men's between El Grande and Jasper Troy. Wednesday, the AEW Blood and Guts review with Into Somewhere Weekly. Like you said, we'll be talking about Survivor Series, the remainder of Cena's tournament, and one other surprises we could look forward to. Friday, we'll be live with the SmackDown review as well. So a lot coming up. We got the My Time Is Now tournament. Last Time Is Now kicked off underway,
Oh, yeah.
all leading to what?
War games!
War Games. That's right. Well, let's go ahead and
Enough.
see. What do we
I can
got
do
for
one,
picks
too.
here? We've got week 11, sir.
Yes,
and
we
it's
do.
week.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
So, starting off week 11, we got some Thursday night football action. A division matchup between the Jets and the Patriots.
All right. I'm going to go with the Patriots.
I'm going to go Patriots as well.
I don't think you could pick the Jets here. What do they have? 2 wins now, right?
Yeah, and Patriots look like they're on a roll. So
All right. So that's doubled up for us.
then we got some Sunday morning. They play at 9:30 a.m. They're playing in Spain, I think. We got the Redskins versus Dolphins.
All right. I'm gonna
Battle
go.
of the Mid.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins, and I know you're probably gonna go with the Commanders.
Yep.
Commanders. All right. Washed up foreskins. Then next
Thank
up,
you
we got
for
the
saying that,
Packers
asshole.
and the Giants. So usually I would
Yes,
pick
we
the
do.
Giants, but I want some wins. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. Who are you picking?
I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Figured that's your next step. Then we've got Texas and the Titans.
Ooh.
I'm going Tex-Mex.
I'm gonna go the Texans.
All right.
Ugh.
We're agreeing again. So far, we're only off in the Dolphins-Commanders game. Panthers-Falcons.
Ooh, this one's a tricky one. I don't know. These teams just seem weird this year. I'm gonna go Falcons.
All right. I'm going Panthers. I changed my mind last second.
Then
we've
we got
got-
the Bears and the Vikings.
All right.
You want to read them off, or you want me
Bears,
to?
the Bears. No, keep going. Got the Bears. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm gonna go Bears.
All right. We'll take that one.
Chargers and Jaguars.
Chargers. Who you picking?
Yeah, we'll go Chargers.
All right. Straight up.
Then we got the Buccaneers versus the Bills.
The Bills. All Z's. Z's for days.
Yeah, I don't think Bills are gonna lose 2 in a row like that. I'm gonna
Ah.
go Bills.
All right.
Then we got Bengals and Steelers.
Steelers let me down this week, but give P3 another chance. I'll go the Steels.
Bengals suck,
Ooh.
so I have to copy you
I'm
again.
thinking
Steelers.
Steelers. All right. Then we've got 49ers, Cardinals. I'm always going with the Niners. Just for
Oh,
Nate.
Jesus. This is just a week that I might 49ers.
Feels safe to agree. What do we got next?
Now this is a fun one. Seahawks and Rams. This could be a fun one. I think I'm gonna go Seahawks.
Nice.
Who are you going with?
Rams. I picked the Rams on that one.
We got
Then
the
we
Chiefs
got-
and the Broncos.
I keep going. I always go Denver just for South Park. You know, that's my pick there.
Well,
I
I
want a
want
win
the
streak.
Broncos to get the upset as well. So to try,
Tried and true.
yeah, you know what? Go with the Broncos here.
Broncos indeed. Then
Then we
what's
got the
next?
Ravens and Browns.
Ooh, Browns failed me last time, so we'll go back to the Ravens.
I am too. How
Eagle
many
might yell at me, but
do
we'll
we
see.
have?
They got new Cody
Ravens
merch
as
in the
well.
shop. Oh my goodness, Cody Rhodes.
Hell yeah, we do.
How did you not
We
tell
got
me you had new
Lions and
merch?
I'm sorry. I was gonna announce it next week on the show. But what the fuck?
You're supposed to let me know
Okay,
this
Ravens.
shit. Ravens I picked. You picked the
Now-
Ravens as well?
Yes, indeed. Now you got the Lions and Eagles.
Eagles.
I'm gonna go Lions.
I hate picking the Eagles. Actually, yeah, I'll do it just so I'm different with you. I was going to switch, but I'll go away from Detroit. And then what do we got for the last one, right?
Cowboys and Raiders.
I can't pick the Cowboys. I have to go
What
with
an
the Raiders.
ass Monday night football game. I
They're,
hate the
they're
Cowboys.
going to lose. The Raiders are
too,
going to
so-
lose, I'm sure, but I have to pick. I can't pick
Raiders,
the
yeah.
Cowboys. Can't
No,
pick the Cowboys.
yeah.
I can't. I can never pick
Neither can I.
Dallas. So we're agreeing we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games up for a toss-up this time. The Dolphins game with the Commanders, Panthers and Falcons, the Rams and Seahawks, Eagles and Lions. So we'll find out how our predictions fare next Monday on the Raw review. Yeah, giving Raw 5 feels fair, feels right. You know, we had a fun night. We had some amazing, just history made. I hope they do put a banner, number 17, in the TD Garden for Cena.
Oh my
You
god!
know?
Someone tried to clip
Cena
our
vision.
Raquel thing. Raquel didn't get mad at us, so she said, "Don't worry about it." They snitched into Raquel too. She said, "You're good."
See, she knows. We love Raquel. I want to
Yeah.
see her kick ass in the War Games match like you do. I want to see her when she's a big woman, not do the moves where she sits on somebody's back like Stephanie's and just
I sent her the
sits
clip of
down
me
on top of her.
crashing out defending, saying you should be in. I'm like, take this if they don't want to send you that part.
Yeah, right. Clip us in the wrong way.
Well, and Liv and Dom,
So unprofessional.
I like their TV characters, but they're gonna go boo-hoo away because they have to listen to the fans that went to their meet and greets.
You tell her.
So,
the only thing we do here is run it
like,
back.
if we make jokes
Fight
about you,
bomb, who stands tall? Who's gonna
Sorry, I had to.
like, seriously though, if we make jokes about you, this is also comedy. So, like, don't take anything.
Don't break the fourth wall. God.
I'm sorry.
There
What
you
the
go.
hell? A $500,000 fine.
Told you. Don't break the fourth wall. Could have shocked you, too.
Jesus
Could have
Christ.
shocked you like this. You'll learn yet. Funny
Ow.
enough, that clip with my wife.
Wait,
right?
why did it shock me
taught
in my
her-
legs, not
Hey.
my neck?
Don't you worry. That clip, where I shocked you and my wife. That short got like 20,000 views. I don't know if it was her cleavage or just my beautiful face, but hey, success. All right, that's what matters.
You're gonna take the beautiful face thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're gonna run with that.
Got to run with it. Got to. Hey, 20,000.
Speaking
views
about
on
running
that.
with things, do you
Yes.
ever like to run it back?
No.
I do like to run it back.
fight bomb? Who stands tall? Who's gonna break?
Oh, in Cena Vision. That's right. Do, 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 do. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Yes, indeed, we had quite the fun Halloween show. So if you guys didn't see that, make sure you go ahead and check that out. We had a great night that night. It's a mess in audio, but it's a lot of fun. So we had a really good time there. We've got a busy week, as we mentioned earlier. So there's a lot to look forward to this week. And then Wednesday we'll be catching up with Spaz. He'll be going ahead and helping me preview with him the Gold Rush shows that'll be the next 2 weeks at Madison Square
Easy,
Garden.
easy, get it, come on!
Come on, Tony.
Yes! Yes! Brand new AEW championship straight out of
You
a
got
claw
it.
machine. How about that? Let's go.
Love it. What? I didn't do
So
it.
what were the options there? Were there title belts and Coke?
No, just title belts. Just lots of
Oh, okay.
titles. That's it.
I meant like Coca-Cola, not
Mhm.
anything else.
No, they're sponsored by Red Bull. Sorry. You know how it
Oh,
goes.
they are?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's the only way that works. Where did my file go? It says removed. Why did you not download? What? Regardless, why is nothing working some days? The crowd mutes you and then where did that go? Here we go. Now I can play it. No way. I love it. Hold on. I'll show you in a second.
No.
It's in your
I'm
pocket.
glad I have a witness on this.
Witness.
Yeah, because you shocked me as well.
I did. Cody, I wouldn't shock you like this.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, it's an easy 20,000 views. That is adorable.
that wasn't
look what my daughter made. It's a little baby banana.
Ooh, baby banana.
We could sell these.
Had it tried to be friends
Banana
with the
Club.
puppet yet? Like, have they tried to be friends yet? Where is your
Uh,
baby banana?
The last
puppet?
thing I
Yeah.
heard from Puppet Jake that he said he was going to Planned Parenthood, and that was the
And out
last
came a
I
baby
heard.
banana.
I hope not. Oh, maybe. Probably shouldn't have touched that.
Oh, Jesus.
Very good, Danny. Very good. Busy week. Great Raw. Really was a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, I know they had some stinker matches after the fact, but that Cena opening, that was the best opening to Raw in a long times. They gave us William Regal. We had some fun moments throughout the night. LA Knight cut a decent promo, during the in-between commercial segments to the crowd.
Oh, I
He went
missed
and
that.
got people.
And don't think I'm just shitting on the women's War Games match, too, because Cody Rhodes has no business being in the fucking men's. So, Therefore, if you want to just
I
get
don't
that
know why
there, yeah.
Cody's in there, and then if they do add John, it feels
So
even
it's not just me
more
complaining about Nia and
Avengers
Lash.
Assemble.
I'm not going to be a hypocrite here.
No,
Cody
both
Rhodes shouldn't
sides,
be in
men's
it
and
either.
women's.
Yeah.
They're making moments, and I just can't get over how fucking cute this is. She's been on a knitting spree, making some
Yeah, this
really
is
cool
awesome.
gifts.
I like that.
Right? I'll sell it to you for $5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
Make it 4,999 and 99 cents. You know.
Oh, I thought you said his name, but Hendry appeared, not the vampire. We got
But Hendry.
I know we would be playing some games and whatnot, but would it be in such a busy Cena night? We wanted to go ahead and save that for later in the week. We appreciate you guys hanging
Maybe
out with
we'll
us.
do it
into
Wednesday in
somewhere.
replacement of
You know, we got our.
predictions.
We'll just give up on the predictions and say fuck it. Forget war games. Forget blood and guts. We'll just draw.
You know,
damn
forget
it.
blood and guts. We'll just draw because
We'll just play games and make the audience watch it. No, we'll go ahead and be playing some more stuff with the crowd. You know, hey, war games.
the next few weeks here are
it's
going to be
fun
good
regardless.
Monday Night Raw
The
reviews.
war games should be, at least exciting. But
Yeah, this week is going to be a super into somewhere because got blood and guts. Got more on John Cena with the Intercontinental title. We'll talk his tournament. We'll talk the future for Dominic. We'll talk more Survivor Series news in general.
Yeah,
We got all that.
exactly. So I mean, we got a lot to go through and a lot
And
to
obviously
look forward
Cody's
to.
clues because there obviously is going to be something. Liv Morgan
Something's gonna
fucking
pop
took a
out.
step on fucking grass, and then she's going to be on the fucking TNA. That's
She
what's
went
going to
ahead,
happen.
and that's how we made her learn. Cracks me up. Oh, Cody, thank you so much for being here, my good friend. Tell these amazing people where they can find you.
You can find me over on my Twitter or X at Judgment Day Era. And you know what? I'm about to change my fucking name anyway because I'm so fucking sick and tired of the toxicity everywhere with that fucking fan base. And I'm so sick and tired of a certain wrestler listening to that toxic fan base just because they gave you gifts at a meet and greet. But anyway, that's at Judgment Day Era. And you can find me over on my YouTube, also at Judgment Day Era. And you know, I'm the one not posting gaming content, and I guess you just find me another $500,000 for not posting that gaming content. God damn it!
Where the fuck is it? They delayed GTA 6 again. I feel like I should blame you for that.
So every time they
we're gonna
delay
get
GTA 6, I'm
before
going to
we
delay
get
my.
gaming content. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here.
Wow.
Well,
So GTA 6 is going to do something before. I'm going to be the one to not do something before GTA 6, huh?
yeah. I mean,
But my Instagram no longer paid by the Judgment Day apparently because of fans saying I'm being mean. Jake's being mean.
I lost my banana. Ah. I'm trying to hang him here.
We're being mean. So
I
grown
know.
adults sent Liv. We're being mean. Grown men and women.
Hey, that's what we do. We pick on people. Can't have jokes.
And
Mr.
and
Extra
then
Negative.
the wrestler Liv. And in this case, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna fucking say it because how fucking stupid. You're gonna just go say, well, they give me. That's really why. Because these people she follows
She's
went
not
to meet and
coming
greet
back.
and gave her a gift.
It's not happening. She's not
They're
coming
stupid-
back. Not
they're
to the
stupid
Rumble.
bracelets.
If we're wrong,
That's why.
I'll run naked through the streets. Cody, thank you as
I just want to
always.
put this out there, but by the way, though, like that's so dangerous to do, letting your fans think they have so much power.
Hey,
I'm just saying, what do you
these
think?
fandoms nowadays, you got to be careful. They're
And
picking.
the-
They
like,
know what they want.
You just DMs them back and forth like they're friends in conversations. It's not a safe thing to do.
Hey, I call out injustices when I see it, and what I see right now is being the biggest injustice that we know, of course. War games, guys.
Yes.
Go ahead and follow
Cody
me
Needy,
on.
360. Oh, I
Go
messed
ahead.
up.
Right.
Needy _316.
Yes.
I might just
there
change
we
my
go.
Instagram too, getting rid of the underscores.
You might need to. Just Cody or Needy 316. Thank you guys for being here with us. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Countdown Ended, as well as on Rumble, and we're on TikTok. It's Jake.CountdownEnded. Check us out on Spotify using the hashtag into somewhere. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube. Have the notifications turned on. We appreciate you all being here so much. We'll be live tomorrow for the NXT review. But until then, I hope you all stay sexy, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, guys.